Phil?
Just from having scrimmaged on Saturday, just what did you make of your unit and how they were maybe able to generate pass rush or affect the passer?
I think overall as a group, we doing a pretty good job at working. I mean, I think the everyday process, just whether it's the install or just the communication aspect and just getting comfortable with the side of the ball. Guys in the room doing a good job of working together, and we talk about move detail a lot, so we're just talking about just a selfless act and just continue to work together. So guys doing a really good job of kind of just supporting each other, and then in terms of rushing the quarterback, I mean, it's just a percentage of what they're here for, right? It got to be a complete ball player. You got to earn to be able to rush the pass on third downs. We got to stop the run as well. We got to be able to defeat pullers and snipers coming back. So it's an all-around game. Of course, we work pass rush ability, but it's also just being a complete player.
What stood out about Ochoa and just working with him this offseason?
Jordan made a tremendous amount of progress since the spring. Coming in, just being a younger guy. A lot of times with guys at that age and not really getting snaps, his first season is really just helping him not only physically but also mentally. Just saying, hey, you're not a young guy no more. It's go time, and kind of just develop yourself and just mentally mature and get ready to play in the ball games if the opportunity kind of presents itself. And he was doing a really good job, and he's competing. He got his weight up, and he's striking blocks well, and he's rushing the passer and kind of working on the playbook pretty good. So he's overall just being a pretty solid contender in the room right now. So
you were out in New York City. Did you see that in him start to some of what he could do?
Yeah. So year one when Cho came actually for camp, I was here when he came and did the camp. So kind of remember him way back when, and he has just natural ability always. He has natural rush ability. He's naturally a physical person off initial strike. So he has the tools to be successful. It's just all about putting it all together and applying it. But he does a really good job at, like I said, rushing the pass with natural ability and just playing a run, things of that nature. So he's doing a really good job.
Hey, how much versatility do your guys have as far as being able to move guys around? You're going to have more than one on the field at a time, and how exciting is that when you kind of scheme this defense?
Yeah, I'll tell you what is exciting, because this defense, we have a lot going on, a lot of movement, and just kind of like working in space a lot of times. So for us, we have the ability to rush the pass and do different things, having different guys on the field that just kind of like, that might, right now we're just working with the Jacks on the field, but obviously game by game that kind of run its own course. But in reality, just that room itself has a lot of flexibility. Everybody have their own natural traits, and things that they're really good at. So it's all about, week after week, just looking at who can we exercise best, to help service the team in that upcoming week. But overall, it boils down to a room full of guys who all have one common goal, but they all have different traits to be successful. So it's a pretty good room to have in terms of just the versatility.
How much do your guys go into drop into pass coverage, and how's that part of the group going?
It's part of the phase, right? In today's world, everybody's dropping. You got nose guards dropping, D tackles dropping, you got linebackers blitzing, you got corners blitzing. So it's really hard to dictate that element of the game, right? It's football. Yeah, everybody's doing a little bit of something. So the good thing is we have the skill set back there to be able to do things that when it's called upon.
Have you seen Dasan kind of adjust in a way that's obviously he had kind of played off the ball and he's good at it. He was good at it, but he also wants to be down near the ball. How have you seen that kind of overall global adjustment over the last in spring and now in training camp?
Well, right now, he's made a great amount of progress. He's working at it every day, and I tell Dasan to tell everybody else in that room again, you're here to be a complete football player. We don't come into Nebraska to be a pass rusher. So you come here to play football, learn to stop the run and everything else that comes with it. Pass rushing is just part of the game, no different than special teams, offense, and defense. It all correlates together. So he's doing a good job at just identifying everything else and just overall develop his game.
What was the thing that he maybe had to progress the most in, going from sort of that off-the-ball player to down near the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, that part is just simply playing in the box, right? Just being a guy that kind of just moved around a lot versus just kind of getting hands-on and just, playing off the edge a little bit more, what you're seeing right now. So other than that, that's about it, though. He's doing a good job.
Phil, how does staying on Dasan, we've heard a lot through the offseason about transfers who've made big impacts like Rocco and Dane Key on the offensive side. How does Dasan fit into that with what he brings as far as experience and, having won and just done a lot of things in college football? What has he added to the defense in that way?
Dasan's been phenomenal. Coach's son. right? So he understands the process. He understands just pretty much how this whole ordeal works. Just coming in, he has some maturity about him, has some game experience, have reps on his belt. You know, he played in loud environments before, so he has a sense of poise. In our room, we always preach be water. You know, be water, learn to be poised, get shake, be rattled, but be water and be steady. And he does a really good job at just kind of always being even keeled and just having good poise in the room. So,
Is Dylan Rogers, is he working with your unit?
yeah, Dylan's doing a phenomenal job. All those guys, Dylan Rogers, Jordan Ochoa, Willis McGahee, and Dasan McCullough, all those guys doing a really good job right now.
E-water, where did you get that from?
Where did I get that from? That's probably the hardest question I got today. I don't know. But be water. I come in the room one day and I brought a Coca-Cola bottle and I brought a bottle of water and I shook both of them and popped them open and told them be water. Right, steadfast.
With Willis McGahee, what's the biggest thing that you tell a young player who flashed as a true freshman going into his sophomore year? What's the biggest adjustment there?
Eyes on you now, right? Develop your game. Develop your game, eyes on you. It's easy to sneak up on someone. It's a little bit harder when they're preparing for you. So for him and anyone else, as you come into the game, you know, understanding the mindset that you are being evaluated. Somebody, your opposing team, they have PFF. They looking things up. They trying to figure out everything about you. You know, so it's just that aspect of just the maturity. You know, being a pro about your day-to-day tasks, how you eat, how you drink, how you carry yourself when you sleep, everything about that. Those little things that carry over to the game.
Anything else, Coach? Do you use PFF? Do you look that stuff up?
Nah. I don't get into all that stuff, man.
You guys got people on the staff though that will kind of give you that data so you at least know? Or?
Nah, I work on today. That's it.
All good? Thanks.
All right.